A possible break in a 44-year cold case. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Riley Phillips. We're learning tonight a car and human remains were found in a pond off of New Jessup Highway in Brunswick. Glynn County Police says the car matches the description of the car driven by a couple who were last seen in April 1980. Our Zach Wilcox joins us live now from where those remains were found between the Royal Inn Hotel and I-95. And Zach, Glynn County Police are working to get more clues out of that pond.
Yeah, Riley, you can probably hear that work behind me now as they have a pump out here. You can kind of see it over my left shoulder here. They have a pump and they're pumping down this pond. They're a few feet down right now. They're hoping that any more evidence that'd be easier to find if the water's out of this pond. What we do know is that they pulled a Lincoln Continental out of here earlier, and that matches the description of the car that both Charles and Catherine Romer were last seen to have been driving when they disappeared back in April of 1980, and they did find a bone in that car. However, they have not identified whose remains that bone is. Now, we talked to the manager here at the Royal Inn, which is the hotel that's right next to this pond. He mentioned a dive group out of Florida, not affiliated with Glynn County Police, came in and asked if it was okay if they searched through this pond, and that they'd been searching several ponds in this immediate area, and they found what they were looking for when they found that car. And we also talked with a man who was a manager at what was once the Holiday Inn, that's now the Royal Inn, back in 1984. So a few years after they disappeared, but he mentioned that was, of course, the talk of the staff there. Everybody talked about the older couple that checked in and never checked out. And then, you know, that he mentioned that room 149 is the room they checked into because that's a number that he will never forget. And I asked him if he thinks about it frequently, and he said, yeah, he thinks about it all the time.
I think about it for a simple reason, and here's why I think about it. There are people out there that love them, and they don't know what happened to them. And I think about that.
So obviously a lot more information to be found here, but we do know that Glynn County Police has brought in the Georgia Bureau of Investigations and some special equipment to do a thorough investigation of what was found in the pond behind me. In Glynn County, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.